Gets picked off. Kitchen shot. Glove save by Felix Atton. Duplessis. Duplessis passing back. Shot by Jaillet to McDonald. Pass out in front of the net. Shot saved by Is. Flyers taking it behind McGrath. Shot up by Robbins. Pass just missed. Seri passing over to Jaillet. Jaillet dumping puck in. Picked up. Shot by Dalla. Kitchen with the puck at the blue line. Shot wide off the skate of Myers. Bringing it in, and he scores! Bringing it in, and he scores! First goal done with the puck. Attempting to bring it around. Passed out to Broussard. Broussard on a breakaway, and he scores! After a win by his center. Bringing the puck in right now is Jaillet. Jaillet bringing it around Baglol, but does not connect, and puck dumped. Blocked again. Two unlucky shots for Kitchen. Jaillet with the puck now. Blocked again by the attack. Chasing the puck. Shot from Nolan. McFadden dumps it in. Hit in the corner. The attack will take it out. Shot on McGrath. McGrath, 2 saves. Pads of Hatton. Jaillet will pass it up to Duplessis. Duplessis back to Alain. Alain shot. Nolan with the puck, passing back to his D again. Legel with the puck. Shot, and he scores! To Jaillet. Jaillet going in. Shot. Glove save from Hatton. To deke around the central attack players, and he misses the open net. Back over to Rodier. Rodier will try to get around the attack player. Attack putting up the line. Duplessis, attempted shot. Weird bounce, but it's saved. Rebound. Legel will bring back the puck, passing it over to Nolan. Nolan going in wide around the attack players, and he released. That was an amazing power play from the Flyers. The attack will win the faceoff. Bringing it up the ice is Baglol. Big collision between three separate players over in front of the timekeeper's booth. Flyers net passed over to Gates. Gates with the puck. Battling down on the side with net, along with Weederby. Drop pass over to Weederby. Nolan will take the puck off Weederby, and he scores! We'll head back to the faceoff at center ice. Nolan up to Dufour. Nolan retaking the puck, going down, passing over. Flyers defensive wall, passing it into Nolan. Dufour with it behind their net. Nolan shot, blocked. Shot from Dufour, and he scores! Steve's shot knocked wide by Duplessis. In front of the net, and they score again. From his blue line. Taking it back, McFadden taking his place. Rejoining play. Shot on Hatton, and he saves the puck. With the puck is Nolan, taking it through the circle. Nolan attempting to take a shot, drawing a penalty. Nolan passing back to Legel. Legel to Nolan. Nolan shot, glove save. Over the net off an attack stick. McFadden behind the net, passed out to Duplessis. Shot, amazing save
Waits, now finds a way up in the corner, goes back up towards the ring out line. Passes it down to McFadden. McFadden waits, sharp angle shot, turned away by Hatton, the rebound in the attack zone. Attack trying to regain possession. Throwing it from one-timer, Dadal. Almost in for the steal is Langy, but working his way back out is Radier. Radier stepping in, gets taken down. Flyers again off the draw. The shot turned away by Hatton. Rebound on the corner, and he scores. The right spot at the right time. Stepping up with speed. Here's Myers. And his stick checked. And working back up is Duplessis. He's hammered in through center. Working his way in is McFadden. Cutting back. McFadden working around the hash mark. Sending to the net. Deflected on work. McFadden to the blue line. Barely keeping it in is Roy. Cross ice. Pass. McFadden. Shot. Score. Middle. Working his way out was McLennan before taken away by Paulin. Paulin stepping in. Sharp angle shot to the down to the corner. Flipped up. Hits the boards. Kept in by Jaillet. Jaillet turns and spins. Working its way past Langy. The shot turned away. Cleared down. Only one there for the attack is Bruce. Cleared up. Massive. Cleared out along the boards. Dufour deflecting it past Hines behind the net. Tyson Hines working out. Turnover. Out in front. They score. Here's a shot turned away by McGrath. Behind the net. Declan Steeves moves his way into the corner. A pass taken to the blue line. Burke with a shot. It's deflected. They score. Waterby. Passing that one over. It's Robinson stepping in. Passing McFadden off his skates. Shooting now and turned away. Matteo Roy pass up. Nathan Radier skating. Trying to get by Baglol. Radier pass out in front of the shot. And it's a rock. Skipping it by one. Pass over for Baglol. Stepping in. Trying to make a move. Finding between his feet. Here's a shot backhander. Turning in. Trying to make a move. Finding between his feet. Here's a shot backhander. Turned away by McGrath. Winding up slap shot. Turned away again by McGrath. Rebound. They land. Alain sends one along the boards for Dufour. Up top, it's Roy firing, and he scores. If there was any chance of the attack closing the gap on this game, that goal may have just ruined it. Almost falling as he tries to retrieve the puck. Jackson Steeves quick to pounce on it. Trying to throw that out in front. Sticks being lifted. Shot out in front. City trying to find the rebound, and they score. Gone over halfway through this third period. And it's been goals just left and right so far. 5. And there's Gates back up. Scans his options. Fires. And that one didn't make it all the way through. Another shot turned away by the long shift so far. Trying to clear it out. This one blocked and kept back in. Moving. Duplessis. Miguel Duplessis in. Shooting and just missing the net. Rebound side of the net. Turned away. Waits is bumped up against the boards. Dadal moving to the middle. Alain has room. Fires. Turned away by Boot. Pass out in front, trying to get that one over for Sam Nolan. There's a big collision where a Flyers player had gone down. There's shot across. There's a shot. Never made its way through. Behind the net. Attack regain possession. Thrown out in front. There's a shot and they score. He's quickly stick checked by Paulin. Back pass. Duplessis had debated a sharp angle shot. Legel cross ice pass. Done. Waiting along the right. Pressure by Legel. Out in front, the shot. They score. Behind the net. Watched by Duplessis. Trying to clear it out is Langy. And we have behind the net. Watched by Duplessis.
To dump in, kept in by Legel. Gates going in, shot just wide of the net.
We now invite everybody to please stand, if you're able, for the playing of our national anthem.
And here we go, about all set for puck drop for the first game in March for the Flyers out of 5. 4 of them going to be at home. 3 of them at the Uniplex. That's rather 2 at the Uniplex, 1 at the K coming next week, and ending up at the JK Irving. Some lineup changes for the Flyers. Not in today is Jackson Steves, Miguel Duplessis, and Dylan Dallaire. Affiliate player number 17, Kian Daigle, steps into his lineup. He plays his second game. Only other game, or rather this is his first game in a U15 AAA. And some changes for the room, and they got 2 affiliates in the lineup. Goaltender backing up today is number 33, William Plold. And wearing number 20 for the Rivermen is Camden Burns. And no officials on the ice, so we'll have to wait up for that. And starting in net for the Flyers is number 35, Yannick McGrath. And between the pipes for the Rivermen is Mikko Robichaud. Got 3 officials on the ice. Here comes the 4th. And some other games happening in and around the league. At 2:15, Les Voyageurs du Nord-Ouest are down in St. John taking on the Southern Rangers. And later tonight, the Virgin Caps are at the K Arena to play the Moncton Hawks. And in the standings right now, the Flyers currently chasing down the Hawks. They're 3 points behind, but with 2 games in hand. For the Rivermen, their second leading scorer, Josh Stewart, out of the lineup. Very impressive so far, almost averaging 2 points a game with 41 and 22. And here we go. Finally getting the puck drop, clearly taken in by the Rivermen. Attempted shooting by LeBlanc. Moving back for it, Alain. Rink one, Mateo Roy. Clear out pass, up for Daigle, who then sends it over to McFadden. Down low, it's Quartz. Zooming in around his net before dropping off behind him, or for Basque. Waiting, then sends a perfect pass right through the legs of Morrison, and that'll go for an icing against the Rivermen. So Kean Daigle in his first game as a Dieppe Flyer in the starting lineup. And off the offensive zone draw, Hamilton going in down low. Behind the net, it's McCormick and a Flyer taking out McFadden, waiting and shooting. That's deflected high and above and into the corner. Daigle, he's going up a battle against Shannon. Continuing behind the net, or trying to at least, is McFadden. Cleared out to the line, it's Roy waiting. Faking a shot before sending it behind the net. Around on the left boards, it's Daigle. Waiting, cutting in, going down, leaving for McFadden. From the hash marks to the blue line, with a shot into the glove of Robichaud. The Flyers with the first shot on net of the game. Have had total offensive zone possession through this first minute. Here comes Nolan on the ice. He is only 5 points away from triple digits out in the season. Trying to scoop back with it was Cameron. Picking it up, Muradier trying to have a shot out in front. Declan Steves waiting. He was almost taken and pickpocketed by Ward. It's shot back out by Declan Steves out in the center. Rijal banks it up against the boards. Nolan was poked away through his legs by Cameron. Stepping up, there's a no-look pass behind from Chiasson. He had tried to hit Ward. Skating down low is Burns. That one taken away by Nolan and sent up along the boards. Pass to the middle to Radier, one-on-one against Courts. Here is Nolan. Radier shot into the glove of Robichaud. Nathan Radier and Nolan looked to have a little bit of a 2-on-1 going. Nolan with just an extra step on his defenseman. And Radier just went for the shot. The safe play just trying to get a shot on net. And no rebound given up by Robichaud out in the net. Flyers went another draw. City to Kitchen with the shot. That one misses left. Roy going up against Roy. Behind the net, Mathieu Roy. He outspeeds Tristan Roy. Puts it behind the net. Leblanc, the leading scorer for the Rivermen, puts it up against the boards. Blocked by Dufour. Here's a shot from McFadden again. That one gloved by Robichaud. Looks like so far Robichaud's glove hand is unbeatable. Shot off the draw, makes its way smoothly into the corner. Morrison hitting the brakes. There's City applying pressure. Hamilton stolen by Dufour, pass it in front. That one blocked by the stick of Robichaud out in the net. LeBlanc being chased by City. He goes around the boards, fires it up along the wall. Morrison hit up. There's a shot from McFadden again. That one going straight into the glove of Mikko Robichaud in the net. Flyers leading the shots. That's about 5-0 so far. And they have been on a hot streak. That goes without saying. Undefeated in the month of February. And 4 out of the 5 games they played, they got 10 or more goals. McFadden throwing that out in front. He had tried to hit Luca Dufour. Now bring it back out. Shannon up the right. Pressure from City. Leaving that off for McCormick, who tried to put a light backhander on net. Shannon McCormick still in the corner. Shannon had lost in his feet at City, being slammed by McCormick out in the corner. Whoa, pass up Dufour. Up the boards, tried to hit McFadden, blocked away by Quartz. Shot back to the Flyers' defense. It's Roy across for Kitchen. Up along the wall, trying to hit St. Pierre. And that rolling puck will be charged icing against the Flyers. Face-off not done up right. Chiasson stepping out of the draw. Ward stepping out of the draw. It's Burns. and then take his first face-off. Unfortunately, going to be taken as a loss. Annette behind the net. Declan Steves up against the boards, pass in the middle. Nolan, he's rushing up with speed past Burns, going up against Courts, and Robinson looked like he had been offside. Here's Nolan stepping in, loose puck off the pad of Robichaud. Nolan Robinson, he had looked to have been offside, being shoved into the zone. But regardless, it's Sam Nolan skating with tremendous amounts of speed, blowing by at least two Rivermen and making his way to the front of the net, and just couldn't finish off with a clean shot on net. Here's Nolan getting booted out of the face-off circle. It's Robinson in to take his place. He's going up against Ward. Scratch that, it's Daigle coming in instead of Robinson, up against Ward still. It's Ward successfully and cleanly winning it. Hamilton around the wall, try to get that to Burns, taken away by Robinson to the blue line. Declan Steves with a shot, just missing the mark. Anna down for Daigle, trying to step to the middle. That one upended by Hamilton. Daigle still trying to maintain possession. Here's Nolan with a stick lift. Here to the side of the net, working out into the face-off circle, up for Alain, waiting, shooting, and that one deflected off a body and into the corner. There's Nolan being taken down by Burns. Gets back up and tried to get a shot off. Burns poked away by the huge stick of Robinson. Behind the net is Chesson. Hamilton had tried to play it up. Robinson steals, tries to work his way back down, and that pass floored away by Ward. Chesson being pinned up. In to help him was Hamilton. Still loose out in his feet in the Flyers' O zone. Robinson, Alain, trying to go back down. Nolan waits out in front, poked to the blue line, and just unable to keep it in as Robinson. Flyers now having to regenerate, work their way up into the zone. Nolan flipping it high, hitting the boards, now getting some fresh bodies on for the short-handed Flyers. Missing a solid chunk of players tonight. Here the whiff shot, potential 2-on-0, walking up. Leblanc stepping in on a breakaway, the shot, what a save, McGrath. And the first shot of the game for the Rivermen is a breakaway. And the leading scorer, it's Caleb LeBlanc that had stepped in, and McGrath, aware of his 5-hole, and shuts the door. Neutral zone draw. Won by Paulin. It's Kitchen off the boards. Radier had tried to put it by for McFadden. McFadden now gets it, but that's a hand pass. Now the draw will end up right next to the Flyers bench. LeBlanc in against McFadden. McFadden winning clear possession. Ligel from a pass from Kitchen. Waits. Tries to thread the needle through the middle for Radier. Radier going against Walsh, evading a hit. Puck's in a couple feet. McFadden trying to put it down low. Here's Kitchen and still battling for it. McFadden curling around. May have a passing option. Goes to the blue line for Kitchen. Steps to the middle. Kitchen the shot blocked. Looked like that had been Tristan Roy extending out his stick. Paulin moves slightly outside and throws it back into the zone. Walsh. Tristan Roy stepping in against McFadden, and it's Kitchen rather, displaying some great defense to turn it away. Paulin chucks it to the middle. McFadden working up on Hamilton. Hits the brakes, backhander to the middle. That one gloved down by Courts. Courts a pass up, banked off the skate of Roy and into the middle. Pass across from Alain, over for Mateo Roy, trying to send that over for Dufoul out in front, trying to hit Nolan. Being pinned up against the boards. Courts by Dufoul and Nolan. Tristan Roy in for some assistance. Dufoul trying to pave his way behind the net. Thrown in front. City the shot and just missing wide of the net. Courts moving back, cutting in his corner. Loose out in front. Tap to the side of the net. Hounding him was Luca Dufoul, and the puck had just squirted loose and put it into the pad of Robichaud. Side of the net now thrown to the blue line. Mateo Roy waiting, shooting. It's deflected by Dufoul wide of the cage. Tristan Roy sees it and will throw it all the way down the ice. So they'll go for icing against the Rivermen. They'll try to get some changes with it. And here's the close call on the side of the net. And a good play, Mikko Robichaud just being ready as a goaltender, never expecting the puck just be turned over right in the side of the net like that. McFadden out of the draw. Skating circles before Robinson takes his place. Robinson up against McCormick. One cleanly by Tour. What a slap shot. And that one gloved cleanly. Off the draw, one back, cleared around the boards by Cameron. Captain McCormick giving up a little shove, rimmed along the boards. Shannon loses his balance before Robinson clears it back in, turned away by Robichaud. Cameron evading a hit from Daigle behind the net. It's Saint-Onge. Passing that over to Shannon, now being left off for McCormick. St. Pierre across Shannon, moving it along the right. Couldn't quite move it through, then a shot off the stick of Powers, of McGrath rather. Shot in by Courts, that one misses the cage. McCormick thrown back down into the corner. Roy behind the net, turning it over, here's Basque. Basque back along the boards, this one out of the reach of McCormick, it's for Alain. Alain, pass in the middle, cleared up by Robinson. Walsh with time, puts it back into the Flyers zone, it's Alain. Making a standstill behind the net before sending that to Roy. Passing up for Nolan. Nolan up the left with some room, trying to cut in and curls back. Waits for his options, makes a nice move. Another nice move with his backhand, trying to make his way to the middle, and that one disrupted by Courts. Rodier behind the net, he's being chased by Ward to the blue line. A shot through traffic that never made it to the net. Paulin with a light chip down low, trying to get to Rodier. There's a massive hit right in the corner. Rodier still staying on his feet. That one's from Shannon, and then flips it up along the boards. Bouncing puck, taken back in by Paulin, who reverses Chiasson, tried to bulldoze through him. Nolan with Chiasson, kept in. Legel, the shot, deflected by Rodier behind the net. They whack at it behind the net, and the ref will stop play.
All right, fans, it's time to take out those 50-50 tickets. About to call out the winner here. It's a yellow ticket. 679-9852. That's 679-9852.
Flyers off the draw, waiting as Declan Steves trying to get a shot off, and that would have been blocked right out in front of him. Rodier chucking it behind the net. Burns along the hash marks, unable to get it out. Moving behind the net is Cameron, cutting back, moving over to the corner. Burns deflected, it just gets outside the zone. Declan Steves unable to hold it. There's Ward right behind him, and we got a penalty call. It's a cross check. This may be going against Justin Ward. And it will, so the Flyers are headed off to their first man advantage of the night. And it's Justin Ward, he's going to get 2 for a cross check at 11-10. Flyers win the draw off their first man advantage. Just Roy waiting right in front of them is Hamilton, looking to block a shot. It's sent back to the blue line off a redirection. McFadden. Roy at the hash marks on the left side to the middle. One-timer attempt for Robinson, never got through. Another chance, jamming at it right in front. Waiting in front of the net is Lucas Dufour. Flyers again winning the draw. Roy sliding to the middle, across for Kitchen on the right. Back for Roy, top of the line. McFadden waits, back up for Roy. Roy sidesteps with the shot blocker. Save and another shot off the post. Off the outside of the post from Dufour. Dufour working his way behind the net. Back into the line. Kitchen. Roy fakes a slap shot. McFadden waits. Doesn't fake a shot. And another blocker save by Robichaud out in the net. Dufour emerging from behind the net. Off the wall. Roy across. That one's Kitchen. Robinson still waiting. Up for Kitchen. Across McFadden. They cycle it around. McFadden works out the shot. And another glove save from Robichaud. Has been peppered out with shots so far through this first half of the period. Nolan wins the faceoff cleanly. Alain down for Nolan. He had some pressure from McCormick, so skates back up towards the blue line. Up for Alain. Bobbling it a little bit before going across. Out in front, the one-timer off the pad of Robichaud. Out Nolan. Stepping up past Shannon. Thornland out in front, and no one there to bury it home. City. And it looks like Declan Steves had a chance on it. Off the board. City stepping in. Poked away, and Nolan skating back past McCormick. Then going across over for Paulin. Paulin waits, slides in past the blue line, and just out of the reach of Alain. Pass was just behind him. Alain now skating it with speed. Power play now over. Sends it back, Paulin. Blue line, Declan Steves shooting along the ice, and it never hit the net. Shannon going up against Alain. Cleared back in. St. Pierre behind the net. Works his way out to the corner. It's stolen. Paulin out up top. Steves with a shot. Banked off a couple skates. Another chance. That one was in the feet of Nolan. And Robichaud eventually gets the cover. Skating up, trying to generate some speed as Chesson banks it in off Lejeune. Will go to McGrath, who stands up and passes it for Daigle. Daigle against Burns. It's banked off the skate of Burns, stepping back up. Roy to the middle. Roy with the shot and just couldn't quite get it on. Had been tied up somewhere along the way. Hamilton shooting, blocked by the skates of Chesson. Tried to get another shot on. Ended up falling to the ground. Hamilton cleared back in behind the net. Into the corner goes Lejeune with it. Lejeune plays it back behind the net. In the flyer zone in the corner, it's Kitchen. Trying to throw that one up for Robinson. Clear up along the boards. Burns, backhanded off the glass. Ruddy trying to step in. And just onside they'll go. Burns. Rimmed up along the glass. Roy stepping up, cutting in the middle, past Matteo Roy. Matteo Roy with it, almost taken away by Chesson, but bringing it back up with speed is Robinson. Nolan Robinson stepping his way in past Hamilton. It slides off his stick and out it goes for Tristan Roy. Skates up past McFadden. Roy poked off by Matteo Roy. Morrison colliding in the center with Roy. Puck's banked back in the Rivermen zone. It's Courts trying to sidestep Paulin. He finds his way into the corner. In the Rivermen defensive zone, it's Paulin fighting out in the corner. It's multiple players pinned up against the boards. Courts in there for the Rivermen to send to the Flyers blue line. The shot turned away by Robichaud. That shot from Xavier Alain. Flyers going to keep it in the zone. Paulin just gets out, and they'll call it an offside. So the Flyers have been dominating this game so far. Another offside. It's been mostly Flyers all this game, except for one breakaway for the Rivermen, and that one's for LeBlanc. That's about all McGrath has had to face tonight. courts. Sends it rink wide to the opposite boards. Dufour trying to pass it out in front for McFadden. McFadden steps up out in front. Poulin one-timer. And he didn't get all of it and just sent it wide. Kept in by Roy. His shot deflected. Rebound. Tapped by Dufour. And it squirts out to the blue line where it's taken by Poulin. Poulin walking in, has a shot and just hits it off the skate of Robichaud. Alain sidesteps to the middle, waits, throws it against the boards for Matteo Roy. Stepping in, sharp angle shot that had been blocked out in front by Morrison, and it's outside in the center. Alain waiting along the blue line, passing up Poulin in between his legs to try to get that to Matteo Roy. Now fighting with LeBlanc, ends up chopping it away into the corner. Saint-Pierre gets bumped off by Daigle. Morrison. That one taken away by Nolan. Nolan stepping in the middle of the sharp angle shot. Daigle with a rebound. Another chance from Nolan. It's back into the corner. He hits up Saint-Pierre. In with him is Robinson. It's Nolan. Banked off the boards. Leger. Cross ice. Declan Steeves. Behind the net for Kian Daigle. Playing his first game in U15 AAA hockey. A shot turned away easily by Robichaud under the corner. Leger without pressure. Leger around the net, still with it. Goes back up. Declan Steeves waits and shoots. It's deflected right through the crease. Rivermen try to take it off the boards, and it does get out. Steeves. Nolan stepping in. Rivermen making changes. Nolan has some room. He shoots and blocked and turned away by Robichaud out in the net, who he has had his work cut out for him in this first 15 minutes of the game. Has to be at least 15 shots so far, and he has turned away all of them. Here's McFadden into the draw. He's up against Roy, successfully wins it. Steve's shot into the corner. It banks behind the net for City on his backhand. City waits, goes behind the net. McFadden looking out for Poulin, trying to get a one-timer off. He was tied up by Ward. Another shot blocked by Ward. Here's City trying to find it in his feet. It's McCormick. Bring it up. He was poked away by Steve. Shannon receiving a pass from his defense. Sends it into the left corner of the Flyer zone. Steves. He's stick checked by Ward behind the net. Leger against the wall. City. That's sent to the middle. Here's McFadden in. Poulin, a 2-on-1 defended by Hamilton. Poulin back to McFadden. The shot is over the net. McFadden showing off some nice moves. Going to the blue line. Matteo Roy with the shot. And that's caught by the glove of Robichaud. Saving another one, this time a 2-on-1 with not one but two passes from Poulin and McFadden. And McFadden with the shot that had hit off of something and floated above the net. Flyers with another draw, trying to step to the middle was Daigle. He was bumped and it's sent to the middle by Saint-Pierre. Kitchen moving in across the blue line. Chesson skating back towards his own crease. Up against the boards, out to center for Roy. Roy waits and tries to pass it up just across the red line. Nolan picking up, trying to move his way past Saint-Pierre. Behind the net, sticks tied up. Clear round by Roy. Matteo Roy passing in the skates of Tristan Roy. Now skating out against Kitchen, who swats it away from Tristan Roy. Here's Kitchen giving the puck a little kick over for Nolan. Nolan stepping up, past one. Nolan cutting to the middle. The shot turned away. Robichaud, and the rebound was right out in front. Rodier, blue line, shot from Alain. He scores! And it looks like it's redirected out in front by Sam Nolan. Original shot from Alain at the blue line, and it's Sam Nolan getting the Flyers on the score sheet. So we see our first goal of the game by the Flyers. Then Rodier breaking in with speed, turned away by Robichaud. And it's going to be Nolan from Alain. And pretty sure Rodier will see and confirm. Alain shot blocked by Chesson. Alain bringing it back in. The shot tried to go in between the 5-hole of Robichaud. A shot from Declan Steeves behind the net. Daigle. Back up to the blue line. Another shot from Declan Steeves. Looked like he'd been redirected, and another save made by Robichaud. So it looks like the goal will only be Nolan from Alain, even though Rodier clearly had made the pass to Alain at the blue line. But regardless, it's a 1-0 Flyers lead. Hamilton up against the boards. Getting pinned up his baskets. Squared out to the middle. Poland, there's another shot. Blockered away in the net by Robichaud. Shannon bumped by Dufour. Just getting to his own blue line. Poland will just keep it in. Diving to keep it in. McCormick. Along the boards, out of the reach of Shannon, it's to Bask. Bask unable to get it out. Shot back in by Dufour. Chiasson up against the boards. That one's out of the reach of Shannon. It's back for Quartz. Pass up for Bask. Bask taken down at the center, and we'll have our Rivermen first power play of the game soon once it's touched up by Legel behind the net. Here we go. And the Rivermen, they are going to get their first man advantage chance. The Flyers currently 0 for 1. It's going to be Wyatt Kitchen for a trip at 2:23 as we approach the end of this first period, where the score could be way more than it is. But thanks to Mikko Robichaud out in that net, keeping his team in this game. Flyers quickly cleared out. Roy skating back with pressure from Robinson. Roy going behind the net. Robinson right on his tail. The pass up, blocked by Nolan. Nolan stepping in. Sam Nolan still with it, cutting back. Goes to his blue line for Roy. Roy skates out of the zone in order to kill more time, and they'll throw it back in. 30 seconds off the board so far, and the Rivermen still haven't been in the zone of the Flyers. Pass up intended for LeBlanc. This one going all the way back to the Flyer zone. Alain waits, chucks it off the boards, blocked by LeBlanc. Stealing it from him is Nolan Robinson. Robinson in the middle for Nolan, and they'll be offside entering the zone. Scramble off the draw. It's Bask. Bodied off by Declan Steeves. Working behind Alex Leger. Has some room. Will clear it out to center before it's chopped down by Cameron. Across for St. Pierre. Passing up through the legs of Shannon. And this looks like it'll go for icing against the Rivermen as we get toward the last minute of play. And official discussing and saying it wasn't an icing. So face-off will go to center ice. Rodier against McCormick. It's Rodier, Legel, Dangle, and Steve's on for the Flyers. It's Shannon, McCormick, Bask, and there with it is Cameron and St. Pierre on for the power play unit for the Rivermen. St. Pierre leaving it behind him for Bask. Tries to throw it out of the zone. It does get to center, but to Declan Steeves, who flips it high in the air into the corner. St. Pierre behind his net on his backhand with pressure from Rodier. Cleared out. Bask tried to backhand that to the middle from McCormick. Eventually gets possession. Will throw it. Looked like that had hit the Flyers bench. There's Daigle hitting Bask. Now getting shoved almost to the ground. It'll be show up. Pass up for Shannon. Skates back towards his own end. No, it's poked loose. Rodier waits. Goes into the corner. Shoved by St. Pierre. Rodier still with it. Still shorthanded for another 5 seconds. Rodier pivots and goes behind the net. Turns around again and is hit up by St. Pierre. And power play now expired for the Rivermen. So it's 5-on-5 City. with Shannon being pinned up and has help from Radier. Shot back in from Dufour. St. Pierre going up against City. St. Pierre victorious in that battle. Pass in the middle. Blocked in the zone. McFadden the shot from long range. Gloved by Robichaud and had wanted to play with 1.1. And that will end our first period after our next face-off. A well-dominated period from the Flyers. Only 1-0. Although with the exceptional offensive zone time, but impeccable performance in the net from Mikko Robichaud off the draw to tie up. McFadden able to get a shot off. And we'll be back for 10 minutes for our second period of action between the Flyers and the Rivermen on the Dieppe Flyers YouTube channel, brought to you by MST. Boards, it's Daigle, waiting, cutting in, going down, leaving for McFadden. From the hash marks to the blue line, and with a shot into the glove by Nolan and sent up along the boards. Pass to the middle to Radier, one-on-one against Courts. Here it is Nolan. Radier, shot into the glove of Robichaud. The net, Leblanc, the leading scorer for the Rivermen, puts it up against the boards, blocked by Dufour. Here's a shot from McFadden again. That one gloved up against the boards. Pass to the middle, Nolan. He's rushing up with speed, past Burns, going up against Courts, and Robinson looked like he had been offside. There's no one stepping in. Loose puck off the pad. Working out of the face-off circle. Up for Alain. Waiting. Shooting. And that one deflected off a body and into the corner. There's Nolan for the short-handed Flyers. Missing a solid chunk of players tonight. Here the whiff shot. Potential 2-on-0. Walking up. Leblanc stepping in on a breakaway. The shot. What a... It's the boards. Courts by Dufour and Nolan. Tristan Roy in for some assistance. Dufour trying to pave his way behind the net. Thrown in front. City the shot and just missing wide of the net. Courts moving back, cutting in his corner. Loose out in front. Tap to the side of the net before Robinson takes his place. Robinson up against McCormick. One cleanly. Mathieu with a slap shot. And that one cutting back. Moving over to the corner. Burns deflected. It just gets outside the zone. Declan Steves unable to hold it. There's Ward right behind him. On it, sent back to the blue line, off a redirection. McFadden, what the hash marks on the left side, to the middle, one-timer attempt for Robinson, never got through. Another chance, jamming at it, right for Roy, top of the line. McFadden waits, back up for Roy. Roy sidesteps with the shot blocker. Back into the line, Kitchen, Roy, fakes a slap shot. McFadden waits, doesn't fake a shot, and another block from McCormick, so skates back up towards the blue line, up for Alain. Bobbling it a little bit before going across. Out in front, the one-timer off the corner. It's stolen. Paulin out up top. Steves with a shot, banked off a couple skates. Another chance. That one was in the feet of Nolan. Daigle against Burns. It's banked off the skate of Burns, stepping back up. Roy to the middle. What with the shot and just couldn't quite get it on. Multiple players pinned up against the boards. Courts in there for the Rivermen to send to the Flyers blue line. The shot turned away for a Poulin one-timer, and he didn't get all of it and just sent it wide. Kept in by Roy. His shot deflected, rebound, tapped by Dufour. Gets bumped off by Daigle. Morrison. That one taken away by Nolan. Nolan stepping in the middle of the sharp angle shot. Daigle with a rebound. Behind the net for Kian Daigle. Playing his first game in at U15 AAA hockey. A shot off the boards, and it does get out. Steves. Nolan stepping in. Rivermen making changes. Nolan has some room. He shoots and blocked and turned away against the wall. City. That's set to the middle. Here's McFadden in. Poulin a 2-on-1 defended by Hamilton. Poulin back to McFadden. The shot is over the net. Tristan Roy. Here's Kitchen giving the puck a little kick over for Nolan. Nolan stepping up. Past one. Nolan cutting to the middle. The shot turned away. Turned away. Robichaud, and the rebound was right out in front. Rodier. Blue line. Shot from Alain. He scored. So we see our first goal of the game by the Flyers. Then Rodier breaking in with speed. Turned away by a shot from Declan Steves behind the net. Daigle. Back up to the blue line. Another shot from Declan Steves. Looked like he'd been Hamilton up against the boards. Getting pinned up his baskets. Squared out to the middle. Poulin. There's another shot. Fool. Chiasson up against the boards. That one's out of the reach of Shannon. It's back for Courts. Pass up for Basque. Basque. Pierre going up against City. St. Pierre victorious in that battle. Pass in the middle. Blocked in the zone. McFadden the shot from long range. Here we go, second period of action between the Flyers and the Rivermen. Currently a 1-0 Flyers game. That goal was scored earlier in the first period. If you're just tuning in, it was Nolan on a deflection from a shot from Xavier Alain at the blue line. Roy. Rink wide, cleared up by Alain. Kept in at the blue line and gloved down by Hamilton. To the middle, McFadden. Backhanded high along the middle. That one just behind Robinson. They step in onside. Robinson trying to wind his way in, and he's upended by Courts, who fires it behind the net. Alain waits, getting around Hamilton. It's Burns in the corner. Throwing it back against the boards. Chiasson going up against Alain. They both collide in to take it up. Robinson, sharp angle off the side of the net, clear to the blue line. Whoa, walks in with a slap shot. It's redirected, still loose out in front. They jam away at it. There's Daigle in. They score! And it's going to be Daigle's first goal of U15 AAA hockey on a scramble out right in front of the crease. He's going to get the last whack at it. It's 2-0 Flyers. Kean Daigle. First goal in a Flyers uniform. And the refs are going to discuss about this. They may take this one away. Very hard to tell where exactly the puck is. And it is confirmed a goal, so 2-0 Flyers. That goal going to Kean Daigle. We'll see about the assists. Nolan in the draw with McCormick. One by Nolan, back for Declan Steeves. He sends it across Legel. One touch pass up for Paulin, who clears it. That's going to end up behind the net of Robichaud. Radier in there, ridden around by McCormick for Shannon. There's Paulin having a jab at it. Nolan sliding over to the boards. Sends it up, Legel across Declan Steeves. Waits and shoots, and it's over the net. Shannon moving his way behind the net on his backhand, drops it off for Hamilton. Hamilton trying to step through Nolan. That ain't happening. Behind the net, taken by Radier. Thrown out in front, and Nolan unable to tap it. Nolan up against the boards. Basque waits. Again, taken by Nolan. Little pass up to the blue line for Steeves. Down low, Paulin. Wait. Here's Nolan, backhander. And robbery made by Robichaud with the glove hand. McFadden looks like he's going to be kicked out of the face-off circle. Dufour up against Ward. Sent directly to the right of them off a tie-up. Loose out in the corner, rimmed around the boards by LeBlanc. Caught in the blue line. There's a shot. Did not make it all the way through. Here's LeBlanc speeding back out. Sent across. Trying to get that one for Roy. Roy up against the boards. Flyers clear the zone. Dufour. Sent out, cleared back in by Cameron. Dufour pass to the middle. McFadden the shot, gloved by Robichaud. Rivermen, they go quickly into the Flyers zone. It's shot into the corner. Roy stepping by an official. Out to the middle, being chased by Morrison. Skates out. Tries to go cross ice. That one blocked by City. Looked like it targeted Dufour. Cleared back behind the net. Cameron waiting and passing up for Tristan Roy. What a pass in the middle. And ramped off the stick of Robinson. Morrison. Now it's in between his feet. In pressuring him. Robinson shot back in. McFadden also was there as well. Dufour behind the net. Robinson skates out in the corner. Waits to the middle. Nolan with a shot. And that one's off the blocker of Robichaud. Daigle kept it at the blue line. The shot just missing one. It banked off the side of the net. Rimmed around the boards. Alain gonna keep it in. He's going up against Roy. Out in the corner. Leblanc sent down. Being pinned up against the boards is Nolan. Here's Robinson. Out in front. Robinson the shot. Loose in the blue paint. Trying to get a stick on it. And Robichaud ends up covering it and freezing it for a whistle. Similar to how the first goal went in, the second goal rather, for the Flyers. And it looks like it's going to be credited to McFadden from Robinson. So what we had thought had been Daigle's first goal is going to be credited to McFadden from Robinson at 18:58 of period 2. Another faulty face-off. Here's Nolan, unsuccessful in winning it. Ward stepping up past Annette, is forced to clear it in. McGrath gonna play it hard off the wall. It's hit down by a high stick. Here's Annette swinging in to pick it up and goes behind his net. Pass up for Robinson. Robinson trying to weave his way by Walsh. Robinson in on the official. Now leaving that off for Nolan. Nolan down for Robinson. Skating out in front. Off the pad of Robichaud it goes. Here's Basque throwing it over out of the reach of Ward. This one will go for icing. Flyers win the draw. Shot back around the net. Rodier waiting, hit up by Courts. Again, pinned up against the boards. Rodier victorious in the draw. Rodier waiting, still pressure from Courts with the stick check. Now rimmed around for Basque in his feet, trying to leave it off to the middle. That pass intercepted by Pona, and he'll clear it down into the zone. There's the Rodier McCormick going up with a bump. Kitchen holds the line, the shot, and into the glove it goes again by Robichaud. Robichaud so far has been almost perfect, other than a redirection and a massive scramble out in front. And down in St. John at the Lord Beaverbrook, the Southern Rangers are up 2-1 on the Voyageurs du Nord-Ouest. And that one's about to where we are midway through the second period. Flyers again winning faceoffs left and right. The shot just missing. There's Kitchen being run over at the blue line. Looks like that was from Shannon. Ponan with the shot. Didn't make it all the way through. Kitchen waiting at the line again. Trying to send it down. Sent up almost for Shannon and sent right wide. Here's Bass skating out for it. First one there, that was Lejeal. Lejeal pass it to the middle. It's Courts losing it in the feet of his own teammate Shannon before finding it and clearing into the Flyer zone. Shot back out. Sent across the boards, McCormick. Being pressured up by McFadden, it's sent back into the zone for Courts. Courts stepping up behind his net, evading Ponad. The pass tipped out by Basque, but this one will be icing against the Rivermen. And again, the Flyers start off the second period hot with a goal. And immense amounts of pressure. This puck just squeaks outside the blue line. Clear back in. Robichaud leaving that off for Cameron. Cameron stepping through his own zone. Up against the boards. Roy in his own zone. Up against the wall once more. This one not going to go for icing. Sent back up against the wall. That right one especially. Here's Nolan stepping to the middle, trying to make a pass. It's in the feet. Dufour trying to find it. Nolan back to the blind. Roy stepping up with a heavy slap shot, saving the rebound. Is out of the reach of Dufour. Rivermen potential 2-on-1. It's led by LeBlanc with Roy. LeBlanc the pass way behind Roy, and the Flyers quickly move up with steam the other way. Nolan skating up past Morrison. Nolan able to regain possession of the puck, set to the middle. There's a shot city and couldn't quite send it past Robichaud. Walsh cleared up past Morrison. Kept in by Alain. Rivermen collide outside the zone. Sharp angle shot. Dufour trying to shove it in, and it's sent outside into center. And this one will barely not go for icing. It was a last-second decision from the linesman. Alain, pass up Robinson. Tried to find it in between his feet, taking a weird bounce. Here's McFadden stealing and shooting into the glove of Robichaud. Again, backstopping his squad. Flyers trying to regain possession in the zone. It's Burns off the boards. Declan Steves throwing it past courts, back down behind the cage of Robichaud. Taking up is Hamilton, kept in by Legel. The shot patted away. McFadden with Hamilton in the corner. Rimmed up Chesson. Hamilton and McFadden. Ward backhanded, blocked in by Legel. Across, banked off the wall. Declan Steves waits and shoots. Deflected right out. Dangle with a shot. Turn around. Spinorama shot. And that one along the ice, and an easy save made by Robichaud. Hamilton and Warren pin McFadden up against the boards. Out of the battle with it is Robinson to the blue line. Legel back for Robinson. Stepping past the ringette line with a shot blocked by Robichaud again. Loose out in the middle. Legel pinching to keep it in. It's Burns trying to run him over and falls in the process. Now skating back up is Chesson stepping in, and we're going to have a call against Dieppe. It's Declan Steves going to go off for a trip on Chesson. The two number 3s colliding. So it's another Rivermen man advantage. So the Rivermen bring on their first power play unit. Stepping down, McCormick. Sharp angle shot, scores!
2 minutes for tripping.
And the captain, Cole McCormick, gets the Rivermen on the board on the man advantage. So we now see this game back within 1 goal. Just 8 seconds into the man advantage, the Rivermen finally get a face-off win, and they make do with it. From a sharp angle, McCormick slid it along the ice with some authority behind it. And he gets the Rivermen on the score sheet. Roy in the middle, Nolan until the shot blocked by Robichaud. Cleared back in by Kitchen. Nolan waiting, backhanded for Roy. His shot deflected. Ruddy looking for it right out in the slot. And was tied up with Hamilton. Bit of push and shove is after.
Rivermen power play goal.
Nolan
scored
stepping in the
by
middle of the
number
shot,
11,
blocked,
McCormick.
and sent right down. Will be kept in
Assist,
by
number
Roy.
9,
Stepping in,
Quincy
waiting for a
Cameron.
shot, goes up
Time of the goal,
across.
12:18.
There's a shot from Kitchen that makes his way behind the net. Ruddy behind Poland, being chased by St. Pierre. Eventually kicked out of possession. Kitchen back down Poland. Stepping by, taken down by McCormick, and moved along the net by St. Pierre. Cleared out by the Rivermen out to center. Roy, rink wide across for Kitchen. Kitchen stepping in along the blue. Couldn't make his way past St. Pierre McCormick, who has the goal so far for the Rivermen. That one assisted by Quincy Cameron at 12:08. A flyer being hit along the boards. Nolan working his way behind the net before cutting and moving back the other way. Nolan protecting the puck. Still moving his way through center. Sam Nolan off the boards. That one just past Roy. Cameron around for St. Pierre. Blue line held in. Stepping up. Alain working his way past McCormick. Alain has some room. Here's Nolan trying to get a shot off, and he was tied up. Clearing attempt blocked by Steves. There's a shot. Saved through traffic by Roasho. Must have just seen it at the last second. And that puck's cleared down and will go for an icing. Rivermen off the faceoff draw. It's moved along the wall. Tried to get that one over for Roy. That was blocked by Dufour. Blue line, Declan Steves in against Roy, and Roy successfully hits it off the glass and outside the zone. Moving back is Morrison up against Steves behind the net of McGrath. Cleared around City. Tried to move it along the blue. Sent back in. City trying to regain possession on course. It's Courts. Trying to go down low, Steves. Angling Morrison out of the play. McFadden up against the boards. Dufour sent to the middle for City, being chased by LeBlanc and sent down. The Rivermen definitely playing the more physical game so far. We're halfway through. Roy continuing its progression along the board. City moving it back in. High in the zone before it's cleared out by the Rivermen, and will go down for another icing. And down in St. John, it's now a 3-1 game in favor of the Southern Rangers. And here in this game, it's a very tight one so far. It's 2-1. Nolan to the line for Steves. Down into the corner. Trying to weave around is Robinson. Robinson, Kitchen, waiting, shooting. And another save made by Robichaud, coming up clutch for his team. Tie up off the draw to the blue line. Alain with a shot. Wide the net, Robinson. Picking it up behind the net. Hit up against the boards by Cameron and still trying to truck his way to the middle. Cameron now being tied up with Robinson. Behind the net, he goes for Ward. It's Daigle. Stealing, looking out in front. Backhanded up to the blue line. There's a shot from Kitchen. Saved. Robinson trying to find the rebound. There's a shot from Brody off the blocker and high. The rebound went off of Robichaud. Again, another great save made. The high blocker and glove side Seems to be a no-go against this this netminder. Flyers still with possession. And the shot into the chest it goes. And it will be held for a whistle. McFadden in the faceoff circle, wins it. Poland tried to scoop it to the net. Behind the cage, St. Pierre. Basque, backhanded out into center ice. Now moving it back into the zone is Poland. McFadden being pinned up by McCormick. Puck still loose in the feet of Courts before it's brought up by McFadden. Waiting, steered away by Courts, trying to move outside the zone. Dufour for Courts. Courts pass to the middle, deflected off the stick of Poland, high in the air, captured down by Shannon, but sent away from him by Dufour. Rivermen entered the zone, trying to work his way was Basque. Now stepping in McCormick, and couldn't get a shot off. That one was defended greatly by Roy. Dufour stepping into the zone, drops it over for Roy. Roy, Dufour the shot, saved by Robichaud as he kicked the net off. Face off to the left of Robichaud. Nolan winning the draw, trying to find it in his feet. This one just sent outside the blue. Steves clears it behind the net. Robichaud backhanded Morrison. That one out of his reach and will be blocked in by DeGel. The shot, Ruddy trying to find it. There's another shot. They score. Robinson with the snipe to the top corner. It's Nolan Robinson restoring the Flyers' 2-goal lead. That'll be Robinson's second point of the afternoon. He got the assist earlier on the goal from Bowden McFadden. And now gets a goal of his own here in the later stages of the second period.
Nolan Robinson, assisted by number 27,
Anna working out his own zone.
Time of the goal, 7 minutes.
Legel stepping up, moving his way past Hamilton before being hit into the boards. Rimmed around, Morrison unable to corral it, shot back in by Robinson. Some battling out towards the hash marks. Nolan had brought it out before being stripped of the puck by LeBlanc. Cleared back down behind the net. Other Rivermen, Courts falling down as he tries to hit the puck. Here's Nolan swinging in to pick it up. Attempted shootout blocked 90% by DeJal, but will still end up out in the neutral ice. There's Robinson being hit from Morrison. Steves up against the boards, Ruddy. Behind the net goes Cameron. Robinson in there as well. Battling with Nolan before it's rimmed along the wall. Nolan to the middle. The shot stopped by the blocker of Robichaud. Nolan had gone up against Courts. LeBlanc working down into his zone across for Cameron. Cameron stepping out past the ring line. The shot to the middle. Blocked by the body of LeBlanc. Sent back up and high into the air. Courts shooting it, glove down by Roy. He steps up with it. Roy has some room and was poke checked away of the puck. LeBlanc down his own end, being pressured by City. LeBlanc clear along Burns. That puck's behind him. It's taken away. Blocked. Roy with the shot through traffic, saved by Robichaud. Definitely not.
Assist was to number 27, Alex Legier.
That shot definitely not easy to save. And then Robinson from Legel at 7 minutes exactly of the second period. Now getting down to just 5 to go. Flyers win the draw. Whoa, waits, shoots. It's deflected by Ward and it down into the corner. City behind Ward. City again. Waits, tries to go behind the net. Ward being pressured up by Paulin. Saint Pierre in there as well for the Rivermen. City shoved up by Chesson. Brought out Paulin. Blue line waiting. Hitchin shooting. Saved by Robichaud in the feet of a player. And it's Ward making a nice pass to Chesson, who exits the zone. Chesson skating up. May have Burns with him. Chesson curling wide into the corner before being sent down behind the net by Captain Matteo Roy. Burns being hounded by 3 Flyers. Shot back in by Walsh. Roy hits up Chesson, now finds it near the hash marks. Paulin to the middle. Roy leading this rush before sending that off for Dufour. Dufour to the middle. That it hit off a body, and it looks like we're going to have a call for interference. It might be against Roy. And pardon me, it's going to be against Alexis Chesson. Must have happened behind the play. I don't know if our replay had captured it. But Flyers off to another man advantage. 4:07 left to go in period 2. It's going to be Alexis Chesson, 2 for interference. 4:07 of the second period. Courts. Rimmed along the boards. Steves at the blue line. Sent across to the middle. It's Alain. Down Nolan. Back up. Alain will just corral it on his forehand. Down low. Nolan stepping to the middle. Sharp angle shot. Net's off. Steves puts it in the net, but the net had been off. Kicked by Robichaud. So a lucky break for the Rivermen. Would have been a for sure goal. Declan Steves had been waiting right on the doorstep for the rebound from the shot from Nolan. Off the draw to the blue line, it's Alain waiting. Sending it down for Nolan in the face-off circle, trying to send that out in front. No one there. Robinson trying to get a rebound on it. Poked loose before it's flipped up high and around the net. Steves pinching in from the blue line. Trying to work his way around Cameron. Here's Nolan going to the middle, faking his way and going behind the net. Being tied up with a Riverman. Some pressure along in the corner. Robinson being pinned up. Looks like that's from Chesson moving out. Nolan with the pass that had zipped right through the crease. Midway through this man advantage already expired. Moving his way around the net. Robinson up to the blue line. Alain down for Robinson against the right board. Sent to the middle. Nolan the shot. Saved and turned away by Robichaud. Here's Dangle working his way around Hamilton, trying to send that to the front. Robinson, that's Kitchen rather. Right from the bench, Daigle. Behind the net, waits and goes to Nolan. Nolan in that left corner. Pass up to the blue line. Kitchen, Nolan, back for Kitchen. Waits, then goes across for Lejeal. Lejeal going to leave that off for Nolan. Nolan working his way, thrown out in front, and no one there. Cleared back along the boards. Here's Courts waiting, has some room. Will delay some time behind the net before shooting out in the center. This one just past the skates of Lejeal. Kitchen working quickly behind his net. Power play now expired. Chesson is out of the box, working his way back up his City. Past Saint Pierre. City with a bit of room. Sharp angle shot. That's turned away by Robichaud. Had almost picked that top corner. Paulin. Down low on the left side. Shooting out in front. Blocked it away by Robichaud before it's cleared along the boards. This one up to center. Lejeal being chased and hounded by Roy before playing it behind him. City stepping up along the blue line, pressured by Morrison. City looks out to the front side of the net, trying to have a jam at it. Is Dufour. And that will end play with just over a minute and a half left to go in period 2. between the Rivermen and Flyers. The Flyers are up by a score of 3-1 and have had no shortage of offensive zone time. McFadden versus LeBlanc in the face-off that's left of Robichaud. It's won by McFadden, cleared down by Roy behind the net. Looking out in front, Roy walking with a slap shot, and that one just misses wide. Another backhand, they score! Liam Paulin with the backhander that had gone top left corner. And that'll increase the Flyers' lead to 4-1. And you probably couldn't have gone a better backhand than that from Liam Paulin. That finds the top corner perfectly. So make it now 4-1 Flyers as they score in the very late stage of period 2.
Flyers' fourth goal scored by number 21.
Behind the net is Walls being pressured by Dufour.
Assisted
Picked up
by number 12,
by
Noah
Ruddy, who's
Siri.
swinging in quickly. Ruddy hitting the brakes, working around the net, hits the brakes
146.
again, pressured by Hamilton as he ends up in the corner. Ruddy losing his balance and falling down hard to the ice. There's Morrison getting his stick up high, and that's going to be called. So it's Trenton Morrison that's going to head to the box. Flyers going to have another man advantage. So it's 2 minutes for head contact at 1:01 of period 2. This face-off to the right of Robichaud. Won by the Rivermen. Along the boards. Hamilton had failed to get a stick on it. Alain waits, goes across for Roy. Roy to the middle. Radi passes behind him, and it's shot out into neutral ice. Roy waiting. Alain along the right, throws it back to Roy on his own end. Roy then skates up with speed past Shannon. Roy around courts, cutting to the middle now. Backhander, the one-timer Dufour, and another great save made by Robichaud. St. Pierre off the draw, going behind his head, trying to shoot out, blocked off the skates of Alain at the blue line. Shannon again tries to shoot out, another block by the skates of Alain, goes across for Roy, shoots! And that one ends up in the chest of Robichaud out in the net, who has faced a lot of shots so far. With just 15 seconds left. And quickly, that last Flyers goal, Paulin from City at 125. Flyers win the draw. They need to get a shot off quickly. Alain, Roy back for Alain. Roy in the middle, trying a pass. That'll get over. There's a shot that didn't make it all the way through. Cleared up by the Rivermen. That one blocked by McGrath. And that's the end of period 2. We'll be back 10 minutes time for period 3. Do not go away. 3-goal game. Flyers in the lead of the Rivermen, 4-1. Brought to you by MSTE. Boards, it's Daigle, waiting, cutting in, going down, leaving for McFadden. From the hash marks to the blue line, Isla with a shot into the glove by Nolan and sent up along the boards. Pass to the middle to Radier, one-on-one against Courts. Here it is Nolan. Radier, shot into the glove of Robichaud. Net, Leblanc, the leading scorer for the Rivermen, puts it up against the boards, blocked by Dufour. Here's a shot from McFadden again. That one glove up against the boards. Pass to the middle, Nolan. He's rushing up with speed past Burns. Going up against Courts, and Robinson looked like he had been offside. Here's Nolan stepping in, loose puck off the pad. Working out into the face-off circle, up for Alain. Waiting, shooting, and that one deflected off a body and into the corner. There's Nolan for the short-handed Flyers. Missing a solid chunk of players tonight. Here the whiff shot. Potential 2-on-0. Walking up. Leblanc stepping in on a breakaway. The shot. What a... It's the boards. Courts by Dufour and Nolan. Tristan Roy in for some assistance. Dufour trying to pave his way behind the net. Thrown in front. City the shot and just missing wide of the net. Courts moving back, cutting in his corner, loose out in front, tap to the side of the before Robinson takes his place. Robinson up against McCormick. One cleanly by two. What a slap shot. And that one cutting back, moving over to the corner. Burns deflected. It just gets outside the zone. Declan Steves unable to hold it. There's Ward right behind him. On it, sent back to the blue line. Off a redirection. McFadden. What the hash marks on the left side. To the middle. One-timer attempt for Robinson. Never got through. Another chance. Jamming at it. Back for Roy. Top of the line. McFadden waits. Back up for Roy. Roy sidesteps with the shot blocker. Back into the line. Kitchen. Roy fakes a slap shot. McFadden waits. Doesn't fake a shot. And another block from McCormick. So skates back up towards the blue line. Up for Alain. Bobbling it a little bit before going across. Out in front. The one-timer off the corner. It's stolen. Paulin out up top. Steves with a shot. Banked off a couple skates. Another chance. That one was in the feet of Nolan. Daigle against Burns. It's banked off the skate of Burns. Stepping back up. Roy to the middle. Roy with the shot and just couldn't quite get it on. Multiple players pinned up against the boards. Courts in there for the Rivermen to send to the Flyers blue line. The shot turned away for Paulin one-timer. And he didn't get all of it and just sent it wide. Kept in by Roy. His shot deflected, rebound, tapped by Dufour. Gets bumped off by Daigle. Morrison. That one taken away by Nolan. Nolan stepping in the middle of the sharp angle shot. Daigle with the rebound. Behind the net for Kean Daigle. Playing his first game in it. U15 AAA hockey. A shot off the boards and it does get out. Steves. Nolan stepping in. Rivermen making changes. Nolan has some room. He shoots and blocked and turned away against the wall. City. That's set to the middle. Here's McFadden in. Paulin a 2-on-1 defended by Hamilton. Paulin back to McFadden. The shot is over the net. Tristan Roy. Here's Kitchen giving the puck a little kick over for Nolan. Nolan stepping up. Past one. Nolan cutting to the middle. The shot turned away. Robichaud. And the rebound was right out in front. Radier. Blue line. Shot from Alain. He scored. So we see our first goal of the game by the Flyers. Then Radier breaking in with speed. Turned away by a shot from Declan Steves behind the net. Daigle. Back up to the blue line. Another shot from Declan Steves. Looked like he'd been Hamilton up against the boards. Getting pinned up his baskets. Squared out to the middle. Paulin. There's another shot. Fool. Chiasson up against the boards. That one's out of the reach of Shannon. It's back for Courts. Pass up for Basque. Basque. Pierre going up against City. St. Pierre victorious in that battle. Pass in the middle. Blocked in the zone. McFadden the shot from long range.
And here we go with third period action. The Flyers still on the man advantage for 59 seconds. Looks like they were having problems with a puck of some sort. Here we go, power play unit for the Flyers. It's Rudye, Nolan, Poland, and Roy and Alain. Penalty killing unit, it's Shannon, McCormick, Hamilton, and on the other side you got Roy.
Back for the Flyers is Alain, moving his way behind his net for the Roy. Having a little pressure from Shannon, he then hits Nolan. Nolan streaking out with speed. Here's Nolan dangling in past Hamilton to his backhand and couldn't quite jam it home. What a save by Robichaud. Rudye along the boards. Alain back down for Rudye. Wait, sharp angle, turned away by Robichaud. Hit along the glass and outside the zone it'll go. Roy behind his net, waits and goes up for Rudye along the right side. Rudye to the middle, here's Nolan. Putting it to his forehand, stepping in, was tied up with McCormick, and down the ice it'll go. And Morrison is just about to be freed from his sentence. Just 5 seconds left. Alain stepping in past Chasson. Working his way into the middle, Podin. Power play now over. 5-on-5. Podin trying to send it to the middle. There's Burns. Tried to receive it off the board. It's cleared back in the Flyers' end. Alain curls back and waits. Tries to go along the boards for Robinson. It's over for St. Pierre. To the middle. It's turned over. Daigle. McFadden the shot. Missing the net. McFadden moves back up towards the blue line. Sends it off for Ligel, who dumps it out of harm's way behind the net. St. Pierre moving it along. Here's Daigle. McFadden the shot. Daigle trying to find it back door. And again was ever so close to his first goal. Ligel shooting. That one never made it through. It's sent back down by the Rivermen and will not go for an icing. Behind his own cage, Steves tried to send it across for Robinson. It's Courts intercepting. Flyers send it back along the boards. It's flipped past Burns. Robinson stepping in. Looks across for Daigle. Tried a shot on net. McFadden almost with a chance. Here's Ligel. Tons of space. Moving in. Shooting. And taken away by Chasson. Robinson trying to step his way in past Ward. It's cleared up by Chasson into neutral ice. Steves works his way along the center ice dump before clearing it in. Courts behind his net, moves up with speed. Pass off the back of the legs of Walsh. Stepping in is Nolan trying to get a stick on it. Nolan shoots. Doesn't score. Now they score. Nolan's initial shot jammed off the post. And it looks like he finds his own rebound and gets his second of the afternoon. So Sam Nolan's going to find his own rebound. And that's his second of the game and his 48th of the season, as he now gets his 97th point. He's only 3 away from achieving triple digits. Rourke behind the net. Kitchen wired along the wall, stepping up for the City, trying to get that off the boards. Almost blocked in by St. Pierre. Here's Nolan stepping in to Dufour, and that one is upended by Rourke, playing some defense. Kitchen flips it high into the zone, jumping up for him, blocking it down is St. Pierre. The laid-off sign gives a chance for LeBlanc to clear it out of the zone of the Vermin. Stepping up, extending the stick and poking it away is Roy. Flyers in their own end. Bit of time to regroup as it's now 5-1. So that's Nolan from City and Dufour at 7:25 of the third. Morrison sending it back for St. Pierre. Back up Leblanc, backhanded to the middle. Only one there is Declan Steves as he steps in past Basque. St. Pierre being chased by McFadden, leaving it behind his net. St. Pierre tried to hit Bass, stepping in. Here's the idea, shooting, saved by Robichaud. Cleared along the board, St. Pierre. Shannon waits, steps out of the corner, and goes across for Basque. Basque steps out of his own end, backhander, and that one's right over to Paulin, who picks off the pass successfully. Behind the net, blocked by Robichaud. Going in behind his net, St. Pierre leaving that off. Basque in the corner, passing out. There's McFadden intercepting, trying to shoot it to the net, and McCormick steers that one up. Tried to get that one over for Shannon. Flyers in with it at their own blue line, cleared up to the center. McCormick hit up by Paulin. McFadden stepping in along the blue line. He shoots, saved by Robichaud, and will go up and hit the protective netting.
That's harder than it looks.
Kitchen blue line the shot in the glove of Robichaud.
Kean Daigle, assisted by 19 Robinson and 28 Mateo Roy.
And the correction on the second Flyers goal, it is Daigle that gets his first, and the assists were from Robinson and Roy. Originally credited to McFadden. Here's Daigle on his backhand and trying to shove it by Cameron, who was tying him up. Nolan working his way around Shannon. Behind the net he goes on his backhand. Nolan waiting, trying to leave that off for Kitchen. Some pressure from Chesson, bumps him up against the boards. They both go crashing onto the ice. There's Kitchen slamming Chesson's head into the boards. Chesson holding his leg. A penalty coming up to Kitchen. And Kitchen's going to get 2 minutes for roughing. So that will send the Rivermen back to the man advantage. On the power play so far, they are 1 for 2, getting their only goal earlier in the second period from Cole McCormick. Rivermen win the draw. Hamilton waits, tries to cut back to the blue line with having pressure from Radier. Leger weaving out in the corner, will hammer it off the glass and out to center to go for Courts. Tries to go cross ice for Hamilton and will end up banking it up against the boards. Radier applying some pressure, going back for Courts. Courts behind his own net. Curling back to get by Radier. The pass out of the reach of Hamilton. He finally gets it back off the boards. Chesson circling back in the middle, backhanded, tried to get that rink wide, but stopped by Courts and sent to Hamilton. Hamilton passing that right over to Leger of the Flyers. Going around the net, left on for Roy. Roy in the corner, waits, has some time, and will shoot it down the ice. Bouncing puck will get by Courts. Rivermen having to regroup. Courts behind his net. Dufour following his tracks, posting off his stick, but right there to pick it up is Hamilton. Hamilton around the cage. Pass up to the middle. Winding up, Ward going to the middle. Chesson with the shot, misses the net, and now collides with Roy as they go crashing into the boards. Here is Roy going cross ice. Ward waits and shoots over the net. It goes. St. Pierre unable to keep it in. It's out to the zone of the Rivermen. McFadden chasing Roy. They get tied up behind the net. Trying to move along with this Chesson. McFadden with possession. Leblanc maneuvering his way outside the corner, making acceleration through center, was hit off by Steves as he went into the corner. Alain rimmed up along the boards. This one kept into the blue line, just less than 10 seconds left. Pass tipped. That was Hamilton, or Cameron rather, trying to get a pass off. Tipped by McFadden and into the Flyers bench. Flyers win the draw. Coming out of the box now is Kitchen. So even strength. Cameron skating back with pressure from Paulin. Paulin sends him up against the boards. Paulin tries to find it in his skates. Tried to send it around to Robinson, ended up over for St. Pierre of the Rivermen. His pass steered away. Here's Nolan. Stepping up with it, gets around Morrison. The shot off the blocker of Robichaud. Nolan trying to make some dangles and jukes behind the net of the Rivermen. Robinson. His pass sent back to him by Cameron. Another pass blocked by Cameron, sent out in front and did not hit his target. Nolan, Bouline Legel, goes across, wide open is Roy, waiting and trying to get over to Nolan, and that pass picked up by LeBlanc. Foot race against Legel, and it's Legel playing some good defense and hindering a possible breakaway. Paulin receives it off the boards and moves into the zone. Shot out, glove down by Morrison. Pass a potential 2-on-1. It's McCormick and Waugh. They're up against Stees. Here's Waugh trying to get a shot off, and he's tripped up and takes McGrath down with him. And Matteo Roy going to the box for a trip. And it'll be a hook against Matteo Roy that will send the Rivermen back to the man advantage with just under 12 left in the second.
Flyers penalty to
There's a
number
sharp angle
28,
shot
number
denied.
19,
Wraparound attempt thrown out in front.
2
Still
minutes
loose before it's covered,
for
and
booking. Time of the penalty,
stopping play is
11:52.
McGrath. Face off won by the Rivermen. Thrown back in by Walsh. Alain just unable to clear. McCormick shot out in front. That one no miss Hamilton, and it's out to center. Hamilton across Walsh. Back for Hamilton along the right in his own zone. Passing up Basque. Basque moves it in. Shoved off by Daigle. Right behind him is Walsh with the shot. Saved, and the rebound will end up just above out at the ringette line, and Ruddy makes no mistake clapping it down behind the net of Robichaud. Robichaud cleared along past Walsh. Ruddy trying to keep it in along the ringette line, giving some pushes and shoves. Shannon now steps out after the Rivermen had won the puck battle. Shannon curling back, waiting. Backhanded down behind the net. Legel thrown against the boards, out of the reach of Shannon. This one goes to Courts. Courts tries a shot, just barely keeps it in the zone. Hounding him was Daigle. McCormick waiting, going across for Walsh. Walsh back for Courts, waits and shoots, and it ends up wide of the net. Walsh back with it, the left side of the blue, down for Basque, up for Courts, middle, there's a shot, redirected, saved, and will be covered by Yannick McGrath, and some pushing and shoving after the whistle. Basque right in the middle of it. Flyers off the draw. Rimmed around by Alain. This one going to be barely kept in the zone by LeBlanc. Moving around Dufour. LeBlanc might have a free shot. Passing into the middle. Backhander into the chest of McGrath. And McGrath being solid so far on this penalty kill. Has had plenty of shots to the net. A key part of that is one of the Flyers' best penalty killers, Matteo Roy, in the box. Is a shot off the pad of McGrath, will end up in the corner. Skating around with it is Roy. Tristan Roy waiting, going up to LeBlanc, back for Roy. And this one shot out by McFadden, out to center. Cameron thrown across. Roy now out of the box. Courts skating back with speed. swinging around his own zone before making his way out to center. When he gets over the red line, now has immense pressure from the Flyers. Shot back in, Alain. Waiting, skates out of the zone with speed past Morrison. Cutting to the middle, has Dufour with him. Alain wooing to his backhand. The shot, his backhand just wide. Had tried to cut in right through the crease. Shot out in front, and that one never made it to the net. City trying to throw that back, and the quick turnaround pass. City again at the hash marks. Behind the net, McFadden throwing that out, and it's taken by Roy, and he'll make speed the other way before being poke checked away by Dufour. Cleared back to the Flyers defense. Legal with time tries to go up to City, who almost had received that pass smoothly. Now here are the Flyers working back up again. Sam Nolan working his way up against Chasson, who doesn't bite on his dangle. He bites there. Nolan with a shot. Where is it? It's shot back out to the blue line for Kitchen. Across Legal. Takes a safe play and goes around into the corner. Nolan up against St. Pierre. Up for Kitchen with the shot. And that'll find its way into the glove of Robichaud for stoppage of play at 8:37 of the third and final period. Rivermen win the draw. Moving his way behind that was St. Pierre before he was hit off by Robinson. Shot back in, deflected off the skates of St. Pierre. Now trying to find it again, going up against Robinson. Behind the net for Walsh. Walsh passes up and quickly shot out by Burns, and it looks like this will just barely not go for icing. Kitchen roughing up Chasson. Legal, Paulin. Tried to put it to the blue line. This one gets poked by Cameron. Potential 2-on-1. Nolan and Robinson. Nolan, the shot. And a good save made by Robichaud. Sam Nolan, we see, really wants that Hattie. And stretching down in the Rivermen tunnel is Jack Courts. Looks to be taking some time off. Hopefully we see him back soon. Still in full equipment. Paulin. Backhanded up for Alain. Waits. Shot redirected. Pad save. There was Nolan out in front looking for that deflection. Basque. Put back down for Cameron. Tried to rim that one across. Over for Shannon. Shannon trying to put that to the middle. Taken by McCormick. Pass up for Basque. Bass moves in. It's Alain and McCormick going up against the boards. They give each other a bump, and there's Nolan. Wiring along the boards. Robinson, pass up. Had tried to see Paulin, and it's cleared down by the Rivermen, and this will go for icing. There's Walsh laying up a hit on the idea. The shot patted away by Robichaud will go out towards the ringette line. Kept in on the left side by Kitchen. Northland now work their way out. St. Pierre trying to send that one over for Basque. Taken away by Roy. There's Kitchen laying off a hit from Shannon. Now McFadden working his way in. The shot blocked by St. Pierre. Behind the net, Rodier. Waiting, looking out in front. Taken by Basque out near the hash marks on the right side. Rodier stepping in and hits Bass. Works his way to the middle. McFadden tried to send that across for Daigle. Sent high up. Will bang up against the boards. There's McCormick crashing into the boards. Daigle trying to fight with Shannon. Daigle successfully puts it back behind the net. Walsh waits, shoots it up, and just coming off the bench there is Nolan. Gives him time to step in. Sam Nolan, 1 against 5. Still working his way past St. Pierre. Nolan waits around Walsh, still with it to the blue line. Dufour had lost it in his skates, and that was hit from Shannon. City chips it up behind the cage of Robichaud. Dufour with one hand on his stick trying to get possession. It's shot off the boards and kept in by Leger. Leger waits, may have a shot, hesitates, then goes down against the boards. Out of the reach of City, behind the net, Paulin. That's Dufour rather being shoved up by St. Pierre. City at the hash marks, being hit up against the boards by Bass. Still being pinned up for the puck. There's Nolan getting bumped and will now go to center. Declan Steves across Legel. Rivermen making changes. Flyers had a chance to pounce on them. Legel waiting, drop pass. Nolan the shot misses by a good 15 feet. Cleared back in. Declan Steves. It's Walsh up against City. Nolan trying to find it in his feet. There's St. Pierre disrupting a play. Moving his way out is Roy. Up against Declan Steves. Roy gets by him. Behind the net he goes with it on his forehand. Looking and scanning for his options. Sent to the middle. LeBlanc shot. Turned away by McGrath. And Nolan setting it up into the netting with under 5 minutes left. Flyers up by a score of 5-1. Mathieu Roy off the boards. McFadden passing up for Ponet. Potential 2-1 with Robinson. Here's Robinson on his backhand, and that one upended by Hamilton. McFadden cutting around in the corner. Up to the blue line. Roy, the shot blocked out in front. It looked like that's from Ponet, who was getting dragged around for a second. LeBlanc stepping up, working his way past McFadden. Sent across. Morrison cutting in with the shot. Saved by McGrath and redirected into the corner. LeBlanc, middle Morrison. St. Pierre trying to step his way in. And then St. Pierre, there's a massive hit from behind that will be called. And they're going to go after the Roy here. And it's Tristan Roy delivering a massive hit from behind. And they're going to give him a roughing. So Flyers back to the man advantage. 4:01 to go. And goals so far, if you're just tuning in, it was Nolan. And that was all in the first. Starting off the scoring in the second, just over a minute in. Kean Daigle getting his first as a Flyer. McCormick made it 3-1 for the Rivermen on the power play. And it was Robinson and Poda ending off the second. And the only goal in the third, Sam Nolan, his second of the game. Flyers moving back towards their own zone. Kitchen getting stripped of the puck. Here's Ward in the corner. Unable to cut to the middle, but he gets pinned up against the boards quickly. Multiple Flyers digging at it. Chesson in to help. Stepping out of the draw is Nolan. Nolan trying to speed by Chesson. Gets taken down, and Nolan's going to draw a penalty. It's going to be Chesson looking like he's headed to the box for a hold. And maybe 2 unsportsmanlike penalties handed out. Nolan's heading to the box. So Sam Nolan gets 2 for unsportsmanlike, and Chesson gets 2 for a hold. So this may be a 4-on-3 unless they deem them coincidentals. And this will still be a 5-on-4 power play, so those 2 penalties just going to offset. Must have been something Nolan said could not hear it from up here. Shot to the blue line, Leger. Kitchen waiting, stepping in with the shot, and that one redirected wide of the net. And Leger unable to keep it in, and he'll go outside the center. Moving over to the center ice dot, trying to step by Burns. It's Burns successfully stripping him of the puck, and will now be cleared back down to the Flyers' end. Moving back up is Daigle. Daigle upended by Burns, was hit into the boards by Radier. Pass in the middle, Radje. Again, stepping by Burns, throws his stick. Radje waits, cuts to the middle, having the stick of Burns in his feet. Sent across, Alain waits, has a moment, shoots, saved, rebound Radje, trying to get a stick on it. It's sent wide. Radje being hit up by Burns. There's Cameron in for the Rivermen, stepping out, pass in the middle, Alain, the shot saved, but we got a penalty out in front. It looks like it's going to go against the Rivermen, and here we go, Radje McFadden in against Cameron. And still unsure who's getting this penalty. We'll have another look at it. Refs are going to discuss about something. A penalty was definitely called. And it's going against Dallas Hamilton. So Hamilton's going to get 2 for a rough, so it looks like we're going to have a 5-on-3 for 25 seconds. So a 25-second 5-on-3 for the Flyers. And then we'll have a bit of a 5-on-4 time. Alain across, Steves waits and shoots. Rebound up for Alain, winds up, and another block out in front. That puck sent out of play, just 8 seconds left. So just over 2 minutes to go. Flyers win the draw. Alain waits up top, goes across for Steves. His shot, that'll miss the net. Now out of the box is Roy. It's now a 5-on-4. Alain goes down Robinson. Out in front, City with a shot and was sent down by Cameron. Up top, Alain on the left side, shoots, redirected off his skate. It's loose in the crease. A 5-1 game in the last 2 minutes has been dominated by the Flyers, and it could have very well been more than 5-1 if it wasn't for goalkeeper Minko Robichaud. Have been shutting the door all night. Kitchen stepping in past Basque. Now going up against Walsh. Taken away by Radje. At the hash marks, he goes up top for Roy. Stepping to the middle. Panya Paulin has a lane with the shot. And that one blocked by Basque, who was sliding down on his stomach. Back up for Roy. Roy waits, fakes the slap shot, goes back to Paulin. Another try, they score. And this one looks like it's going to be credited to Paulin. So the Flyers now go up 6-1. And that goal going to be on the man advantage. So it's Liam Paulin getting his 2nd of the game and make it his 16th of the season. He's been scoring lots of goals so far for the Flyers. And in the top 5 of their goal leaders. And continues to be putting up impressive numbers. Burns stepping up. His hit dangerously into the boards by Radje. And there's going to be a penalty.
Although it looked like Burns had already somewhat have been falling. And they're going to call this boarding against Radje. So Flyers on the penalty kill in the last 56 seconds of this last period.
Flyers 6 goals scored by number
Roy
21,
cleared up along
Liam
the boards.
Paulin.
Unable to hold it in is Cameron. Cleared back by Poland. Nolan stepping into the zone against two. Stopping and trying to cut to the middle. Here's Poland into the zone, applying pressure on Courts. There's Courts sending him hard into the boards. Pass up for Burns. Burns walking in, dropping it. Courts. And not played perfectly. It's sent to the middle. Kitchen waiting behind his net, pressuring Morrison. Roy cleared along, trying to get that one over Poland, kept in by affiliate Burns. LeBlanc waits, tries to spin a Rama, now going back the other way is Poland with just 5 seconds left, being pressured by LeBlanc and never got a shot off. And that will be the hockey game. It's a 6-1 victory in favor of the Dieppe Flyers. And the next game on the channel, tomorrow they play at 3 o'clock in Miramichi, but next Saturday they are back home against the same Northern Rivermen, 8:15 K Arena, March 8th. We appreciate everyone for tuning live and watching with us. This has been the Flyers and the Rivermen on the Dieppe Flyers YouTube channel, brought to you by MST. We wish you a good rest of your night from the Uniplex in Dieppe.